Howdy, howdy, neighbors. This is DJ Davenport bringing you Access to Bluegrass, a bluegrass show brought to you every week at this time by this station and Harper Run Communication Arts of Battle Creek, Michigan, and by the Great Northern Music Store and Getting Picky Music Store of Howard City, Michigan. And we want to thank everybody out there for all of the nice telephone calls and emails and letters that we've been getting. We really appreciate that to no end. So for the next half hour, sit back and enjoy a good bluegrass show. Thank you.
Beats all you've ever seen. Well, deep in the holler where the creeks run clear all day, back to the country is where I want to stay. Deep in the pines in the hills of the Carolina, where the rooster crows at the break of dawn. Hunting them squirrels and chasing them coon beats all you've ever saw. Picking the five-string banjo, I love to tell it all. He was shucking all that was rough living, buddy. We would go to church on Sunday, fish in the afternoon. Back to the country, I'd like to go back soon. Deep in the pines in the hills of Carolina, where the rooster crows at the break of dawn. Hunting squirrels and chasing them coon beats all you've ever saw. Picking the five-string banjo, I love to tell it all. It's all you've ever saw. Picking the five-string banjo, I love to tell it all. Picking the five-string banjo, I love to tell it all. Oh! Yeah! Yeah! Thank you! Thank you! Hot today. Thank you very much, boys. When you're hot, you're hot. Woo! Good to be here, boys, in the state of Michigan tonight. 10,000 people right here.
10,000 plus, Dad.
10,000 or more.
Dad, it's gospel time.
Gospel time. What we gonna do, boys, for television listeners?
Old brother, he gonna do the singing on this one.
This is a good gospel called The Glory Flight One Way. I've been dreaming of a trip that will take me far away. I have longed to see that city where there's never a day. And today I bought a ticket on the grand and glorious ride. This Jesus flight to glory is the only way to fly. This Jesus flight to glory is the only way to fly. It's the only way to fly. It's the only way to fly. It provides me peace and comfort as it takes me through the sky. This Jesus flies glory is the only way to fly. Sinner, make your reservation, do it now, don't delay. Reach your final destination on that glory flight one way. Oh, with Jesus as your pilot, you'll be safe from his command, guided by the Holy Spirit of the heavenly angel band. Yes, Jesus flight to glory is the only way to fly. It's the only way to fly. It's the only way to fly. It provides me peace and comfort as it takes me through the sky. Jesus flight to glory is the only way to fly. It's the only way, only way, only way to fly.
One, two, three, four.
Hey, boy, hand me the white man hat over there.
Look out there.
Boy, my mind is going back.
Hey, Dad.
Huh? What is it, boy? I'm trying to do a show here. Don't bother me right now.
I know you complain.
Don't disturb my concentration. I'm thinking of the things in the past.
Folks, give him a hand. He just had a birthday.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Son, you boys didn't get me a thing for my birthday.
Paul, he was the head cheese on this. He got me and Sean to go in together, and we got your birthday present.
28 years old, not a thing.
Yeah, we got you one this time.
What is it, son?
We got you a fishing hat.
Fishing hats. Thank you, son. Thank you very much.
Dad, that's a two-way operation.
What do you mean a two-way operation, boy?
Wait, we're like that to keep the sun out.
Uh-huh.
Turn it over, we're like that.
Woo. Hey, boys. Look at the pretty women up on the mountainside there.
Get their attention.
Let me get their attention, boys. That's enough, boys. Messing up my $5 hairdo. Paid a lot of money to get this hair fixed before I left Oklahoma. How many of you men remember back when you was in the 9th grade? And there was that one woman that was built like the highways that run through Arkansas, full of curves. She wouldn't give you the time of day. I had one girl that way. I never will forget that girl. I thought to myself, I'm gonna give her one more chance. I went over to her and I said, say, Joyce Marie, we got a junior senior prom coming up Saturday night. How about going with me? She said, Bob, for 4 years I've turned you down. Pick me up at 7 o'clock. I went and talked to my uncle. I said, say, Uncle Zeke, how about loaning me that brand new yellow Cadillac convertible? I'd like to take a young woman to the junior senior prom dance. Throwed me the keys and said, bring them back when you finish. I picked her up at 7 o'clock. She opened the door and slid in just as close as she could get. I'll never forget that feeling.
Good feeling.
Oh, it's a feeling, boys, you'll never forget. I went to the junior and senior prom dance with her, and we danced around. We went in circles, up and down that dance floor. We danced for about 2 hours and decided we'd leave the dance and go somewhere all alone. Yeah. I started something when I was in the 9th grade. Every day at 12 o'clock, I'd fill up on pork and beans. That day was no different. She and I was traveling down the dusty roads of Oklahoma, and the dust was fairly flying out from under the wheels of that Cadillac. And then all of a sudden, a gas attack hit me. Oh. But I've always been a man that could think under pressure. I said, I know what I'll do at the next country intersection here in Oklahoma. I know where there's an old wooden shackledy bridge. I'm gonna make a left. When the front wheels of this Cadillac hits that bridge, I'm gonna let her rip. Boys, I'll never forget that moment. I let one out about 8.8 on the rectum scale.
Hey! Dad, it's Rector.
Huh?
Rector.
What's wrong with you?
Rector scale? Not that night, boys, it was the rectum scale.
Hey. We on live TV, man.
We on live television here?
What's wrong with you?
I'm sorry. It was too late, though, boys. I didn't know they'd replace that wooden bridge with concrete. We finally made it across that bridge. We got down the road about a half a mile, and I looked over at Joyce Marie. I call her JM for short. I said, JM, you trying to get out of this car? I had to think up something fast to talk about. I said, say, JM, have you seen this morning's paper? She said, no, but if you'll stop under that next shade tree, I'll pull you a handful of leaves.
Hey! Give him a hand, folks. That's our daddy. Pretty cool, wasn't it? Yeah.
Get my black hat on. I look the best in black.
You look on.
Hey, Daddy, let's do one that'll take a way back into time. All right, let me get rid of this thing. Oh, Lord, Indian hot.
Indian hot, cause you're not used to working. Hope you like this one. Woo!
I'd like to say a special howdy to a good friend of ours, Mr. Frank Harlow. He makes these dobros out of Dayton, Ohio.
Day I faced a barren waste without a taste of water, cool water. Oh, Dad and our throats burned dry and souls that cried for water.
don't you listen to him, Dan. He's a devil, not a man, and he spreads the burning sand with water. Dan, can you see that big green tree where the water's running free, and he's waiting there for me and you? Nights are cool and I'm a fool. Each star's a pool of water, cool water. But with the dawn I awake and yawn and carry on to cool, clear water. Keep a moving, Dan, don't you listen to him, Dan. He's a devil, not a man, and he spreads a burning sand with water. Dan, can you see that big green tree where the water's running free, and he's waiting there for me and you? Dan's feet are sore, he's yearning for just one thing more than water, cool water. Like me, I guess he'd like to rest where there's no quest for water, cool, clear water. Keep him moving, Dan, don't you listen to him, Dan. He's the devil, not a man, and he spreads the burning sand with water. Dan, can you see that big green tree where the water's running free, and he's waiting there for me and you? Let me home. Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah! Thank you. Woo!
Boy, that's good. That's
Oh, boys, I feel good on this show.
That made me thirsty.
Made you thirsty? Yeah. Made me thirsty, boys, for a big old Pepsi. Drink of water or something. These boys and me, we've been traveling for a lot of years now. Yes, sir, we've spent all we've made for 20 years repairing a bus. That's my oldest son on the Martin guitar. Ladies and gentlemen, make him welcome Paul Anthony on the Martin guitar. The crowd is roaring. This boy right here on the banjo, make him welcome Stephen Joseph.
Thank you. Thank you.
Them two boys was born first. This one right here behind me, he was a total accident. Make him welcome Sean David. That's my baby boy.
Thank you so much.
Well, I know y'all ain't gonna believe this, but folks, this is our daddy right here playing the mandolin for you. And he's the one that started us when we were just little
Easy
tots.
with my hair, boys. Don't mess it up, whatever you do. The nation is watching tonight. Spent a lot of money in it.
Spent a lot of money getting this hair fixed. Reminds me, boys, of when I was growing up. Hit me a hot note, son, on the Martin guitar. Something that the people will never forget. She looked over at her husband and said, you know, John, I remember when we were young, sitting on the park bench, sitting at the Bluegrass festivals. The wind blowing your hair, and you too proud to chase it. Boys, I'm falling in love again.
Again?
Yeah. Buddy, she is built. One old boy came up to me the other day and said, boy, Bob, she's a big woman. Said, tell you the truth, she's downright fat. I looked at him, I said, I could have had a toothpick if I'd have wanted it. Tell you the truth, boys, I really didn't want a lumber yard.
Dad, I'll tell you what,
Hey, we went on a honeymoon the other day. What is it, boy?
she's kind of ugly, too.
Hey, when you're in love, it makes no difference. That's what an old boy told me.
Huh?
That's what he told me when we went to the Pacific Ocean. We went to a Pacific Ocean on a honeymoon. Back around North Carolina, up through there somewhere.
That ain't Pacific.
That ain't Pacific.
It ain't?
That's Pacific, yeah.
Go ahead.
Anyway, let me finish this story, boys. We got to get on with the show. One old boy said, Bob, she's ugly. It makes no difference when you're madly in love. And you know, boys, the more I think about it, maybe she was.
Why?
Well, I know every morning at daylight, she and I would go swimming. She'd always wear her bikini.
Yeah.
And the tide never did come in.
Dad, I wasn't gonna say anything, but your new woman, she's ugly. She scares the chocolates right out of an X-Lax box. When she raises her arm, it looks like she got Don King in a headlock. Let's turn him loose. Here's one called Running Wild.
Well, we're gonna do a Jim and Jesse song for you. Hope you like it.
Running wild, running wild. Be careful if she gets into your heart. Running wild, running wild. She only wants to tear your world apart.
Someone must have jilted her way back down the line, put her on this rampage of revenge. Like a wild tornado, she strikes and then she's gone, leaving total destruction where she's been.
Running wild, running wild. Be careful if she gets into your heart. Running wild, running wild. She only wants to tear your world apart.
Oh yeah, yeah. I know I'm not the first one, and I won't be the last to be captured by her evil scheme. She likes to take you to the top and watch you tumble down, just to satisfy her selfish dream. Running wild, running wild.
Be careful if she gets into your heart. Running wild, running wild. She only wants to tear your world apart. She only wants to tear your world apart.
Yeah, all right. Woo! Thank you.
Woo! Here's an old classic. Well, we hear it on the radio all the time. Gonna have to work with it.
What do you say when it's over? Don't know if I should say anything at all. One day we're rolling in the clover,
thing you know will take them home. Still I think about the years since I first met you, and the way it might have been without you. I don't know if words for me still upset you. I just gotta make this memory stay clear. No, I'm leaving here a better man, knowing you this way. Things I couldn't do before, now I think again. No, I'm leaving here a better man.
Here's some pretty guitar.
Guess I always knew I couldn't hold you, but I'd be the one that really set you free. Just like some old nursery rhyme your mama told you, you still believe in some old meant to be. No, I'm leaving here a better man, knowing you this way. Things I couldn't do before, now I think again. No, I'm leaving here a better man. Yeah. I know I'm leaving here a better man, knowing you this way. Things I couldn't do before, now I think again. No, I'm leaving here a better man. No, I'm leaving here a better man.
What's this one called? Huh? No matter what it's called, you just pick it.
This is an old song entitled Grandfather's Clock.
Well, it looks like the old clock on the wall's caught up with us, and it's time to pack up our gear and get out of here and let another fine program come on. Thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate that. And we appreciate the cards and letters and emails and telephone calls, whatever. We really appreciate those, folks. It makes this all worthwhile. And we want to thank our people behind the scenes, our whole crew. There's a bunch of them, so I can't name all of them. Until next time, this is DJ Davenport wishing you and yours the very, very best. And take care of one another. You couldn't take care of nicer people. Bye.